outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
Here's Williams, following the bucket by the Spurs. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Fires from 14. That one wide left.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here we are, sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now, here's Vassell. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Butler, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle. And he dumps it down.
How good was that? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Williams.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
And that one falls for Vassell. Lakers in L.A. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Spencer. To the left side wing. Fires the 3. Dort misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Shot from the wing. Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Boss passes to Spencer. Buries it down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Vassell. Launches it. Castle. Wembanyama with it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And the Thunder making a change here. Grant's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Boss, in that last matchup against Phoenix, was outstanding. He contributed 51 points, and as always, he was aggressive on the glass, outworking everybody else on the floor. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Boss, the shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Butler, still without a basket. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Vassell. And it's off from 3-point range. Grant against Butler. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Branham. Here's Sohan. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Facing this group, I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
George with the bounce pass. Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out to Grant. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Boss. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Branham. And here is Butler. Spurs working the ball around now. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Count it, good. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Boss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Thunder shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
No good on that. A different look now for San Antonio. Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Wiggins comes in for Sohan. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Jimmy Butler. San Antonio
15 racks. I can ball off 15 racks.
44 seconds left here.
For the rest of my life.
Back to Collins. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Boss.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
17 points in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
A crossover. Brimstone with a terrific move.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. To the paint. Here's Boss. Good and quick. Gets the assist. And that's 19 points for Boss.
Gotta get your ass fired the fuck up, what? I put a lot of goddamn team deathmatch. I mean, it's not team.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to the NBA Cup semifinal. Second quarter action getting underway. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Alex Caruso out there with Grant. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Furphy in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Furphy. 4 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander makes a 2-pointer. And it's good. Spencer's checked in, and it's Boss and Alex Caruso. I'm told now by our producer, do we have you guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on complexities of the new restriction, but basically it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Sean, thanks a lot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Olbermann.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know
like a 5-5-5-5. You already know what's happening.
And succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game pulling in the right direction.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On the way, Wallace. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter. Wembanyama outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first two-game trip.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude.
Look at me.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Vassell, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Greg, seems like we always talk about
Who's into the foul, bro?
but when it comes to deflections and steals,
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes
That's how y'all doing it, bro.
in the know how good of a defender he is.
I gotta get that 30 piece out of you,
Oklahoma City
boy.
gets the three. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Boss. Boss has got his fourth rebound in this one.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
How did it look? Say one.
Brandon Williams is checked in for the front. Dort comes in for Casey Wallace.
He's closed now. So, I some more money. I'll dare be out my hat.
And the Spurs with possession. 9-point game.
Try my
Their
first
last game
listen,
win against the
get
Lakers,
started.
looking to carry it into this one.
Right there,
In that
man.
game, I
Mark
thought
it
they
over
took
there.
advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues. But give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Boss, no good. Spurs trail by 7. Johnson outside. Back to Butler. 14 feet away. Pass to Branham. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Branham's got 7.
That's a really solid pass from Jimmy Butler. This guy all about making his teammates better.
Boss, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Back to Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his medium picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Wallace is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Castle misses.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Boss hits the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Wembanyama. After the made shot from Boss. Wembanyama, a screen on George. And the shot is good from Johnson.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
The Thunder with the lead. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Wallace. Scoring his first straight basket in 3 tries.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Butler. Last game we saw him score 13. And here's Johnson outside. And Spencer pulls it down. Spencer's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Boss passes to Wallace. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Them one on Castle. The Thunder have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game. No good on the free throws. And he sinks the second. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Sohan with the screen. And the basket by Vassell.
And practice is paying off. Vassell has worked so hard to get his shooting dialed in.
24 seconds left here in the second. And that one drops.
30
Not a lot of
keys.
resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Castle, covered by Boss. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Offline with his 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Keep getting real. Keep getting real.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. At this point of the season, who would be your guys' picks for Rookie of the Year, Jet?
I'd have to go with our new makeup artist. She spends 45 minutes every single day on Shaq's face and like 50 minutes on his face.
Kenny, she doesn't have enough time in the day to make you look this good.
Wish I hadn't brought it up. As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's BWT. And for those who aren't familiar with BWT, that stands for better win tonight, win or go home. Nobody wants to be set packing. I'm telling you, this is big.
Kenny, I think you're starting to adopt Shaq's propensity for Shaq creation of Shaqronyms. You see what you did there? You can use that one too, big fella. Monumentous.
I like that.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Shaq got about 3 hours left to put that little one in. You ain't worried about that. You ain't got that down hard.
We are just 1 half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. Boss has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
On the floor for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Devin Vassell out there with Castle. And it's Butler in at the small 4. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from 12. Outside Butler. Here's Vassell. the shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his third assist on the night.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumper. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Shot's good by Butler. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Wembanyama. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow
They just gave it to that big ass nigga, man.
Butler kicks to Vassell. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
To the inside. Boss uses the glass to finish the lane. 34 points for Boss.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. For San Antonio, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 3. Inside, here's Boss. He can't hit that time. Nice defense by Vassell. And Wembanyama outside. Vassell outside. Here's Sohan. Offensive rebound. Here's Castle. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Spencer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that's good as he gets both of his shots. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They lead by 1. It's 10. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo with the
They must have been fucking foul, man. They been cheating.
We've cross-matched him on the center. He'll shift into a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful we have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D8 versatility. That is pretty special. Here's Boss. Good defense by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserves Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Here's Wembanyama. It's got 14.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The basket counts and 1. So over the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I mean,
Getting the fucking shit, man.
Great a basketball frame. That's strength right there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 20. Out to the wing. No one near him. Castle misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Lays it up off the glass. Boss has got 38 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Wembanyama. He's one of those scorers, averaging almost 25 points a game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Butler. In the paint. Butler.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Williams looking around. From past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Butler. 6 points for him.
Yeah, that's fantastic execution. Jimmy Butler has excellent touch close to the rim.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Vassell outside. Back to Butler. Jimmy Butler.
He got me too.
Through inside.
Got my ass too, Frankie.
Yeah, to miss a shot.
Here's Boss. And he makes good on the lane. Boss has got 42 in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell outside. That's a 2 from Butler. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Boss has got his 6th rebound on the night, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact.
Spiders with some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Wiggins, and Castle is subbed in for Vassell. Jeremy Grant is out there with Wallace. Then there's Boss. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Furphy in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Branham. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Wallace the pass to Grant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. Johnson the screen. Here's Branham. Off target with his 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, right through the net. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed it.
To the inside, to the paint. Gilgeous Alexander off the pick from Boss. And that one is good.
Gilgeous Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Johnson outside. Pass to Castle. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Boss, and he uses the glass on the late. Boss has got 44.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
All that stuff out there back there. I'll do this week. God, that stuff out of the color pads in the bag. My clothes and everything. You have to come with me.
I see him. He was like, dang. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Grant. Let's check in with our reporter, David.
The last time I was he was blue.
Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Sohan, down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. Sohan's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
So it's San Antonio following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Vassell. And a miss there on the triple.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Boss. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this was they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
The Thunder lead by 4. Outside Williams. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the knee. He gets it in there. Gilgeous Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
2 shots. Throw good, Wembanyama.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Down low, got a piece of it. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Spurs trail by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you got to be cautious when you're guarding Wembanyama. At his size, he attracts a lot of fouls.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw.
Pass to Boss. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more goal. That's good. 1 or 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The Spurs shooting streak 49% from the field. Wembanyama looking it over. Jordan against Butler. Misses the baby hook. The Thunder lead by 3. Boss passes to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio with the rebound. Castle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Vassell can't tie it up as that one misses. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. This is desperation time.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Vassell. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Give him credit. Vassell has worked incredibly hard to become a guy that this team can count on to take big shots. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And not much you can do besides foul him when he gets that deep.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. So he gets them both. And an intentional foul right there. And this is the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Well, their pass to Sohan. From outside, off the mark. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Here's what you take.
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Three-pointer, Butler knocks down the trifecta. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the court.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one and drop in. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio beyond the arc. It's money from deep.
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
That's a 2 from Butler. And the wing jumper off. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Final. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they knew what was on the line tonight, and I think they played with postseason intensity to punch their ticket to that finals contest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Great win tonight, Anthony.